What does it take to rise when the world keeps pushing you down? In a small industrial town in Ohio during the 1980s, Jordan Miller woke up every morning to the clatter of trains and the smell of steel mills. Life in this town wasn't easy, especially for someone like Jordan, a teenager living in a rundown apartment with a father who had long given up after the local factory shut down. His mother had passed away when he was 8, leaving only faint memories and a worn-out photograph tucked inside his school books. The town whispered that no one escaped. Kids grew up, took low-paying jobs, and resigned themselves to the same fate as their parents. But Jordan refused to accept that future. His mother had once told him, "Your life is more than the place you come from. You can build it one step at a time." Those words echoed in his mind every time he felt like giving up. However, the path wasn't easy. His grades slipped when he had to work late shifts at a diner to support his father. His friends mocked him for dreaming of college. "No one from here makes it out," they'd say. Maybe they were right, he thought on some nights. But something deep inside kept him going, a quiet determination that he couldn't explain. One evening, after a particularly grueling shift, Jordan found an old, torn poster on a library bulletin board. Scholarship opportunity. State University essay contest. How will you change the world? The deadline was in 2 weeks. It felt impossible, working, studying, and now writing an essay. Yet something inside him stirred. Could this be his chance? Every night, Jordan wrote by the dim light of a flickering lamp. His essay wasn't about grand ambitions or world-changing inventions. It was about surviving, about believing you could be more than your circumstances, about willpower, choosing to stand when life knocked you down. He wrote about his mother's dreams for him and the determination to honor them. But when the submission day arrived, a snowstorm hit. The nearest post office was 5 miles away. The roads were closed. His father told him to let it go. "It's just a dream, son. Don't kill yourself over it." But Jordan couldn't. What if this was his only chance? So he wrapped his thin coat tighter, tucked the essay inside a plastic bag, and stepped into the snow. The cold bit through his clothes, and the wind howled like a warning. Each step felt heavier than the last. He slipped on icy roads, bruised his knees, but he kept walking. One step at a time, he repeated. His fingers were numb when he reached the post office minutes before closing. He handed the clerk his envelope, trembling but smiling. He had done it. Weeks passed. The daily routine resumed. Diner shifts, homework, exhaustion. The memory of the essay faded into the background. Until one day, a letter arrived. The return address, State University Scholarship Committee. Jordan stared at the envelope, heart pounding. His father sat silently at the kitchen table, watching. Hands shaking, Jordan tore it open. His eyes scanned the words. "Congratulations. Full scholarship, State University." Tears blurred the page. He had done it. Against every odd, against every doubt, against the cold, against the voices telling him he couldn't. He had made it. His father, silent for a moment, stood up and placed a hand on his shoulder. "Your mother would be proud," he said, voice thick with emotion. Jordan's journey had only just begun, but that moment proved one truth. Willpower can break any chain. No matter how heavy the world's weight, no matter how impossible the dream seems, the strength to rise comes from within. Sometimes all it takes is one step at a time.